Welcome to the next episode of Mini Bike Mike's On the Road. And before it starts playing, I want to throw out a couple reminders to you guys that, one, the first, if you would like for us to stop by your place and film an episode in your location, hit me up with an email. My email is ct70help@gmail.com. And let me know what you got. Do you have a collection that you would like to share with the YouTube public, the people on this channel? Or do you have a bike that needs a little bit of tinkering to get it up and going? More than happy to come maybe swing by and take a look at it and help you out. So just send me an email. Let me know what you got. The other reminder I want to throw out there is click on the description on the videos. I'm trying to do a better job of adding links to tools or the parts that I'm using and those sorts of things. And those will be in the description that you can click on and then hopefully click on a link and take you to that item. Lastly, just want to say thanks to John over in Ohio for allowing us to come over and film this particular episode. As with everybody else that we visited, tremendous time. He was a great host, and hopefully we got his bike up and running enough that he can finish it and enjoy riding this summer. So hope you enjoy the episode. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks. Well, we made our first stop of the trip up to Ohio. We are north of Muncie, Indiana. I think this is Delaware County rest stop. RV's doing really well. Really a smooth, comfortable ride. We're really pretty happy with this thing. And driving the RV, man, you get to park in with the big rigs. Hey everybody, welcome back to Mini Bike Mike's Garage, and we have made our on-the-road trip to, how do you actually say the little town that this?
Landick,
Ohio. And this is John. John's a subscriber, and he actually reached out to me through, you're on one of the Facebook pages, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And John reached out to me probably over a month ago, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. He bought a IceBear. And you didn't buy it because you watched my videos, right?
Well, it was part of my decision to.
Okay.
Because I enjoyed them so much, watching your videos, and I'm like, I really like this, and hey, you know, these guys are having luck and tweaking them and all that, so yeah, that was part of it.
So he buys it and, you know, gets it, well, what you've only got, less than 10 miles on it?
Like 4 miles.
You have 4 miles on it. And he started having some issues, thought maybe it was fuel delivery issues. So like some of them have, everybody knows that the petcock, the shutoff valve is a little too high and you got to alter it a little bit. And so he made some adjustments on that, and with tinkering with it, somehow maybe we've lost spark. Am I correct in that?
Yeah.
And so after he contacted me and said, hey, you know, what should I tackle first? What parts should I change, whatever? And we kind of talked for a few days, and he has swapped some things out and still really having no luck on it. Well, then I saw a post on the Facebook page where you were looking for somebody to help.
Yes.
And of course, then I felt guilty because if he got it somewhat because of me, I was like, so we got to go make a trip and help this guy out. So that's where we're at.
I do appreciate it.
No problem at all. So, all right, so I think we're going to turn the camera, and we'll just maybe zoom in on the engine, and I think first of all, let's hook it back up and just kind of verify. Let's show me everything you got, okay?
All right. So I got everything tore apart here at this point.
Right.
I just got things restrained here so I can get to it easy enough.
Right.
The gas tank's out.
You've changed the CDI.
I have.
And you actually changed the stator
I
in it.
did, yes.
Okay.
And we changed the coil.
And you actually changed the coil.
So.
Okay. And you're saying you still don't have any kind of spark.
That'd be correct.
All right. Well, let's hit it. Let's see what happens.
All right.
I would agree with you. You don't have any spark. Okay, hang on just a second. Turn it over again. It does have compression. The engine is turning over.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, all right, okay, it does. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I actually brought a whole separate wiring. I want to walk away from the whole wiring harness, everything.
Okay.
And try and narrow it down to find out if it's in the engine or where it's at. So I've got a box of parts. And I brought this wiring. If you would unplug.
You want the CDI to unplug as well?
You know, all you got to do is just unplug the engine from the wiring harness.
Okay.
And this is what I'm opening up, guys, is just a package. I've posted these before. I buy it on Amazon. It's just a simple wiring harness that comes with a coil, the CDI, even comes with a spark plug. It comes with a key, and it comes with a kill button. But what this is going to do is allow us to bypass everything that's on the bike and verify that the stator in the engine is still good. All right, so if you would, now I had to modify this a little bit because this wiring harness is actually made for the Lifens and stuff that have individual plugs, not the ones with this white plug. So I made a little connector here. Plug that into your engine.
Plugged into the stator.
Yeah, into the stator, yep. Not going? Don't.
There it went.
Did it go?
Yep.
Now,
Maybe.
let's verify that our wire colors are, okay, no, you know what? Your colors, let's see, so we got to make sure that everything lines up right. Okay. I'm going to have to move some wires around here. Hang on just a second. Do you have a little short screwdriver of some sort? Just a straight screwdriver?
This is what I've been using.
That's fine. This will work. I just need to I got a plug here that's bent over. I want to make sure they're all straight. Okay, hold that up. Okay, so all we needed to get it to run is the ground wire, the blue and white wire, and the black and red wire. So your black and red, how's this go? It goes like that. So the black and red line up. Yours is here, mine. But your ground and your blue and white wire are in different spots. Okay, hang on a second while I just do it that. So I got to take a second and pull these out. Now see, I matched this up to my IceBear engine because I assumed that they were all going to be the same. I'm curious.
This is the stator that came with it.
All right. Plug that stator into that. Oh no, you can't. Okay, those are the same. Check. Are the wires are the wire colors in the exact same spot?
No. You got blue and white and green on this one. We have green and
see, in that
brown.
This is the orientation that I made this. So this, you're not getting any spark right now because your wires are in the wrong spot on this.
And that's the stator that got sent to me.
Okay, well, now we don't know where. Okay, you haven't done anything with the harness wires, right?
Nope.
Okay, let me this is the wiring harness off of the engine. Okay, hang on just a second. So we know that this one's got to change. All right, and I know that one's in the wrong spot. I may have to go out to my tools and get a smaller, oh, there I pulled it out. Okay, hold that stator back up here again. Okay, so we need the black and red, then we need the blue and white, and then we need the ground. So we gotta get the ground one loose too. Come out of there. this pointer is just a tad bit too big for reaching in there. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Hang on, you can let go of it. We're gonna go back to what, well, no, I can't because mine doesn't line up with yours. Bear with me a second here. I just want to see if we can get, if that stator actually is going to spark or if we have to change that stator out. Okay. Punch these up. These little tabs, you got to punch them back out to make sure that they click. Where's it go? It goes that way. So what we're doing, guys, is we're trying to make sure that all the wiring is in the correct spot. So when we go to plug this in, okay, John, so this is going to plug onto that in this direction. We're going to put this blue and white one right there. Did that stay in there? Yeah, okay, so we'll put the blue and white one beside the red one. Okay, and then the green is in the middle on the other side. And which way does it face? It looks like it faces this way. Okay, now. Okay, there's that. We've got, oh shit, unplugged it. It didn't hook, huh?
No. There it was.
Okay.
Oh, it still comes
It
up.
just doesn't, okay, yeah, hopefully it'll stay together there.
Okay.
Okay, so
This one doesn't look, this one's
Nope.
not in it far enough.
It's always something. Which one did you pull out?
The
The
blue and white one's loose.
That blue one doesn't like it. All right, which way does it go? It goes this way.
We need to pop that out.
Yeah, I gotta, this little tab, I gotta make it stick out farther so it catches it. There, it clicked in. All right, let's try this one more time. Okay. I'm gonna steal your spark plug here. There we go. Make sure our coil is plugged in. All right, John. Hang on a second. Come over here while you see it too. Go ahead and turn it.
So, you ready?
Yep. There you go.
Oh yeah.
So the stator is producing spark, but we've got to get the wiring in the right spots to match the harness
That's on the bike.
that's on the bike. And that, I think that was your problem you were having when you swapped this stator out. The wiring is not matching. So we need to make this one look like that one. So I still think I need to change the green. Hang on just. All right, guys. So I took a few minutes and I compared the stator that John originally took out of the bike and compared the wiring harness to the new stator that was sent to him from Cajun Mad Dogs, and the wiring was off. I mean, so I had to swap a few of them. I believe I have it right now. If I can get it to plug in.
Too many times of pulling them in.
Too many times of pulling them in and out, and I think I've got one here that is kind of boogered up. Give me just a second. We'll see what's going on here. But I'm super hopeful that once we get this to plug in, Okay. I think we've got it. All right, John. Turn it over. Turn the key. You're fine. I just didn't want...
Ready?
Yeah, let's see what we got. You got spark, my friend. Woohoo!
All right.
So, I think we need to hear it run, don't you?
Heck yeah. We got to put
All right.
fuel back in, and the tank's out. And the
Tank's out. Where's the, do you have the tank?
I do.
Close at hand?
I don't remember where I put it. Oh, right here.
Okay, which one, do you remember which one went to top and which one went to bottom?
I believe the one with the water, this one here goes to the top. That's partly why I left that one on there.
Okay, so you're saying it goes,
Yep.
This one goes here,
Yep.
and this one goes there, all right.
There's no gas in it.
Yep, right, I realize that. I'm just gonna hold, do you have some fuel?
I do. Problem is my fuel tank full of leaks.
Oh.
What was that? A little funnel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got a little funnel, that keep us from setting the whole place on fire, maybe?
Might work better. That's what I use to drain it.
John is my kind of mechanic now. Look at this guy. Actually, that's probably good enough, actually. We just need a little bit to give it some go, and all right. Okay, so, I didn't look. Which one of those is the reserve line, and which one's the... I should have looked before we put fuel in it. Oh well, we'll...
Want a flashlight? That help?
Let's take a look here. Where's the light? There it is. No, I can't really see it. Alright, well, we're just going to turn it one way and hope it's got some fuel in it. Alright, so let's see, it's off, I think. Well, alright, we know we got spark up there. Hit it, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Is this it right here?
Yep.
It may take it a minute to warm up. Just leave it up. At least it's running.
That's a nice sound I haven't heard for a while.
Yeah, have you taken the plug out of that yet or anything?
Yes, I
You
did.
tested that? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the idle, sounds like the idle might need to be turned up just a little bit. Yeah, hang on a second. We all do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you, sorry. I think you're good to go now.
Awesome.
There you go.
Nice.
So do you want to bring your can over here and I'll pull this back off and
Yes.
we'll
Right.
dump this fuel back in there. You still rolling, Aim? Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on getting rid of the 2 lines and going to 1 line? Obviously, putting the fuel filter in needs to be, so I've gotten one purchased, but I hadn't put the tank back on since I've purchased it.
That was, I got rid of this funky petcock shutoff thing. Right, that's the first thing, one of the first things I did.
Okay.
I figured. No, I just.
Let me hold that.
Nope, I got it. Is it empty yet? Or is it still leaking? I figured out which one of these was the reserve line, and I plugged off the other one and just used the bottom. That way I had the full capacity of the tank.
Sure.
I actually had a little piece of like just 1/4 inch round solid rod, and I just stuck it in the end of the line. I didn't trim the line or anything. I just left it. I just think I just stuffed it back up in the frame.
Okay.
And then I just took the reserve line and I put a shut off and a filter on it, and then just ran it straight to the carburetor.
Okay.
And did away with that.
I think I'll do the same.
You can get those little plastic shut off that, you know, for like a lawnmower. They're like $2 at a hardware store or something like that. So, but that's actually one of the first things I did.
Probably leaking. We had it too far down in, maybe.
Oh yeah, you know what? I might have. Yeah.
Here, let me hold that.
There we go. That's about empty now. Awesome. Yeah, so I don't know, let's, can you see now that I got the fuel out of it?
Get that all over you.
Oh, yeah, it's all right, I ain't worried about it. It's not like I ain't had gas on me before. I'm gonna go over here to the light where it's a little bit better. I just can't see which one it is.
I was able to see one time. It's very difficult.
It is very difficult.
Works better if you get the light to come on, though. Okay. I see the hole, and so the one closest to us is the reserve.
Is the reserve, it's got
Yes,
the, it's
yes.
got the,
This
it's,
one's
it's,
got a peg up.
the front one's got a peg up.
Yep, yep.
All right, so the back line, I would plug, okay, so the one with the clip on it, I just plug that somehow.
Okay.
And I would use the other line and get a shut off and a filter and put on there in line, and then run it to your carburetor and call it done.
Awesome.
That's what I do.
Super.
Yeah, so. All right, so you feel comfortable
Oh, yeah.
with the rest of that you can put that back together?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I really appreciate it.
No problem at all. Yeah, your whole issue was that the stator that they sent you, the wiring orientation was completely different from the other stator. Now, why it was that, I have no idea.
Because it did work at first. So the first one was right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only a very short period. Then
Yeah. Well, hopefully, because you started doing this because you thought were you sure if it was a fuel problem or a spark problem?
I don't know. All I know is after about a mile to 2 miles, it would just die on me. It would start spinning, sputtering like it was a fuel issue.
That sounds like a fuel issue.
And then it would completely come to a stop.
Yeah.
But what was interesting, 30 seconds later, and it didn't matter if I had the cap loose or not, it would do the same thing. 30 seconds later, it'd fire up and run perfect.
Well, I wonder if there is a float problem in the carburetor. I wonder if the float is set so where you're running the carburetor dry, and in that 30 seconds that you're letting it sit, it's allowing the carburetor to fill back up.
Aha. How do we find that out?
Does this have the screw that you can take them out?
I don't think so. I think I've seen online somebody would use a Dremel tool and cut a groove and then take them out.
Right. I tell you what, I wouldn't mess with it until you have that problem again.
Okay.
Put it back together. Now that you know it's running and it's firing and so forth, I would put it all back together because everything here should be good now.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Then if you still have that problem where it runs for a while, spits and spurs, stops, you wait 30 seconds and then you can fire it up, then I would start looking at the carburetor.
Okay.
And for some odd reason, you're burning more fuel than it's getting.
Wow.
But I think I bet if you get rid of this and go to zip, I bet you won't have that problem.
I just zip tied this down,
Yeah.
but then we didn't get a chance to run it after that.
Right, yeah.
Hoping it didn't have the arch taking that out.
Yes,
made it
no,
smoother.
that's not a bad idea actually. So yeah, but I'd take this line off of the petcock and use that to stick your shut off or your fuel filter on.
Yep.
Anyway.
All right. Awesome. Mike, I really appreciate it.
No problem. Took us a 3-hour drive to fix it in 5 minutes.
It's different when you know what you're doing versus someone who's just guessing.
It's going to be, when you get it all lined out, it'll be a fun little bike.
Yes.
I really enjoy it. I have thoroughly enjoyed mine. I bought one of each, the Champion and the Rocky Amigo, and they're both they're a lot of fun. So yeah.
Good.
All right, guys, thanks for following along. Hopefully that gets John out of the woods, gets his bike up and running so he can ride it, enjoy it. As soon as the weather turns, it's still, like 40 degrees here today. So, I appreciate you following along. And we'll probably add a little later more onto this video as Mama Warner and I travel back home. We're actually going to go over toward Fort Wayne and spend the night at a, what is it called? A cidery and a meadery. Instead of a winery.
Really?
It's called Ambrosia Orchard. So we'll probably add a little footage of that when we get there. So
it's a Harvest Host.
Harvest Host spot. So we'll see you in a bit. This piece right here, and if it has any slop in it.
Gotcha.
And yours seems to be pretty tight.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any side-to-side movement. Mine, I could go like that, and I could physically move that back and forth.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So I don't know, either they've made an improvement or yours is just tighter than what mine was, but yeah. And it might loosen up. If you start to notice, all right, see how much tension your chain has?
Right, yeah.
If you start to notice that gets really loose, then come back here and check that, because people go, oh, the chain stretches. No, the chain really is not stretching. It's that this joint is getting loose and it's pulled it this way, which then has allowed slop in the chain.
Sure. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And I've seen your video and talking about how to fix it. And
Yeah.
I put washers in there, right?
Yeah, okay. What they have sandwiched between this piece and the frame, they've got these little like rubber cups. And the rubber just allows too much cushion. You can't really get a good tight fit. So I removed those and put 2 just flat fender washers in, which are solid. Then tighten it down, and I've never had any problem since.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm also going to probably tweak on it a little bit, give it a little bit more juice.
I did. I cut it off and then just welded another pipe in there.
That's how you did.
I did the easiest thing to do. I did it just to see if I could do it. You can buy a brand new exhaust for like $60 on Amazon, and then it'll just bolt right on there. And it doesn't have that little catalytic converter or whatever the hell that thing is. But yeah, I tore mine apart just to see. I wanted to see what was in there. It was like a honeycomb, like a catalytic converter type of thing.
I wonder if I couldn't run on a drill bit with a flex like you do a roto rooter through your toilet. Just try and run one in there and just destroy it.
Because it really is baffled that down. I mean, it's like a honeycomb. I mean, the exhaust really does have to fight its way through that thing. So that's mine. Okay, Mama Warner and I have arrived at where we're going to camp for tonight. We're just south of Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is Ambrosia Orchard, and instead of a winery, it is a cidery and meadery, M-E-A-D-E-R-Y, mead. We're not real big drinkers, but it's my understanding that the cider, is made from, their alcohol is made from apple cider, and then the mead is from honey. So, but they're supposed to have pretty good food, and they've allowed us to park the RV here for the night. So, and they've got Sappy Love Song Karaoke tonight. So, don't know if Mini Bike Mike and Mama Warner will sing karaoke, but we're going to go in and have a good time. So, we will continue later. Because YouTube has strict copyright rules on music in the background. The next segment will be an audio voiceover. We had a great time. We had a flight of different meads and cider. We had flavors like strawberry rhubarb and blackberry and cherry and an orange, all very, very good. The one dark drink that you saw that I had was a honey root beer, non-alcoholic, just like a soda, which was also very good. These were their Girl Scout cookie cheesecake flight. And I wish I could remember the flavors, but each and every one was delicious and really enjoyed those. Amy had soup and a sandwich. I had a burger, their burger of the week, which was good. It was a pepperoni and ravioli stacked on top of a burger, delicious. And then I just took some random shots of the sunrise and these interesting utility poles with the curved top. I'd never seen that before. And this was on the drive Sunday morning when we were coming home, and just thought I'd grab those and show you a little bit of the view coming down I-69 from Fort Wayne back down toward Indianapolis. Well, good morning, guys. We are the next day. We spent the night at Ambrosia Orchard and had a fabulous time last night at their Sappy Love Song karaoke. Now, Mama Warner and I don't sing, so that would be like one of those outtakes on American Idol or something if you saw a video of us trying to sing. So we had a great time. We're making one last fuel stop. Gonna feed the gave it a new nickname. We're calling it the Thirsty Turtle. This thing is 8 miles to the gallon, fellas. So, but hey, we're having a great time. So anyway, we'll probably have a little bit more when we get home, do a synopsis of the trip, and we had a great time. So I'll see you in a bit. Pumping gas. I see something shiny. Maybe not the best neighborhood in the world. All right, so we're wrapping up this trip at our favorite bakery in Indianapolis, Amelia's Bakery.
Good stuff.
If you're in the Indianapolis area, look up Amelia's Bakery. They've got a couple locations.
Actually, a third one coming on.
Third one coming on. So, see you guys.